Hey there, internet drifters. Izanami-kun back playing Satisfactory. Now, I did a lot of stuff last episode. I wasn't really feeling great then, and I'm not feeling super great now, so it's gonna be another one of those weird episodes. But, you know, they're still good. They're just different. I did get a comment from Steve Hale about last week's video that in the next video, can you show how you did the stacking of the conveyor belts? I'm very new to playing this game and it seemed like more trouble than it was worth, but yours looked good, so teach me, sensei. I mean, I'm gonna completely redo this whole thing right here. This whole thing right here sucks. Like, I did it and it's better than it was, but it's not where I want it to be. So I will definitely go through my process a little bit better this time than I did last time. And that might be all this video ends up being about. But maybe we'll learn something in the process. I don't know, man. I'm gonna use the stacky things. I'm also gonna try to use the lifty things. Those are things that I really never used before, to be honest with you, but I'm wanting to make this pretty, you know? So yeah. Let's get started. Ah, fuck me. Again with the falling on accident. It's gonna be a long video, isn't it? Okay, so I've stripped it away at its base. That one, it really just went all the way from there to up here, I guess, because I didn't mean to take it all the way back to the factory. But it happened. So I don't really like how these do this cross thing, but I want to get this worked out first, so we're gonna leave that the way it is and start from here and work our way back. Phew, alright. So I have filled in a lot of this space. I'm sure that you've noticed a lot of the green is gone and it is factorized or whatever. So now I'm going to get out my handy dandy stackable conveyor poles to keep things nice and neat. And you see how the little line happens when it's in front of a place. So this is going to tell me where it's going. I think that's the right... I can't tell from here. I'm gonna have to get closer. Oof. Alright, so that one is in line with that one. Means that one will be in line with that one. Usually it has another line here to tell me when it's in line with the last one, but it's not really doing that. Okay, I only did those because those are the only ones I'm really worried about right now. Only these 5, actually. It's not even 6 yet. Only these 5 have anything that's going to them. So I'm going to worry about the other 6 later. Cool. Now I have a wall. And, you know, you get to skip forward through all the actual building, but trust me, it's exciting work building. I promise. It's fun. Okay, so this is no longer in a position that can get to that, because this is that bottom one here, because that's what, you know, these are plates, and if I go over there, I will know that that bottom thing I put as the plates. So I'm gonna need a different setup than this. Goodbye. Don't forget to take down the pole. Thank you. And now we need these conveyor lists. We're going with Mark 1 because I don't really want to deal with the Mark 2 cost requirements. And you can put it directly on the output, and then you get to choose with your wheelie thing where it ends. So I don't really know where I want it to end, so I don't have to choose anything. I can just leave it like that. It'll just hang out and freak out while I'm coming up here. Don't be afraid to not decide until you are absolutely sure of where you want it. And then that looks like, yeah, we'll put it right there. Perfect. And then I put it from that thing over to here. Now you gotta be careful because sometimes it wants to wrap it around the wrong way, and I don't know why. There's no directionality to these things, so it's not like you can put it on backwards or the wrong way or whatever. So there we go. Now I've got that all nice and set up, and it's super neat. No headaches. Awesome. Now let's try to figure out how we're going to do this one. Because this one has to wrap around from here. And I guess we're gonna need it to go somewhere. I don't know. And we'll put it there. And the reason why I didn't give it an angle is because I want to be able to jump over it. Because I do that. Back to our lifty thing, and it will come onto the end. It'll just hang out on the end of this thingy here. And then again, I don't know where it's going to, or like where its max height is, so I'm gonna just leave it hanging there, up there. Oh cool, it will come up higher, so we'll just put it right there. Click the conveyor belt to the right side. And then come over here and connect it to there. Alright, so we've only got those two, but let's take a look at what it looks like mid-process. That is super neat and way nicer looking than what I had. I mean, look at that. You can see them coming up the thing, going over there. They're not getting in each other's way. It's fucking amazing and beautiful, and I love it. Now, now let's deal with this mess, right? And actually, I think I'm going to change some ordering around so that these are actually in a different place, because I mean, I like the wires to be below the cables, and that is not how I have it set up currently. So I think we're going to change. We're going to change these things around, and there's not a whole lot of stuff in them yet, so it's not a big deal. These are definitely going over here. So wires are third on the bottom. I think I need screws less. I mean, I'll need screws more in recipes, but less in my actual inventory, I believe. Although I don't know, maybe that's backwards. Let's go look. Which one makes sense to put on top? There's no real sense to it. Yep. gonna keep the limestone on the top just because I've kind of gotten used to it there, and I shouldn't change too much. You saw that back. Okay. So now that we know where we're putting stuff, now let's take some shit down again. Take down that conveyor pole. And you see, I had all three of them going through here, and it was a way of tidying a very chaotic system that I had, but I really want to make it less chaotic all around. Because what if I have to amend it later? What if I have to do more things to it? It really, at this point, just cannot stand a whole lot of change right now. So these two, I'm going to first come here and set these up, because I already know these are where they're gonna go. There's no guesswork here. Just connect them so they're all ready already. Okay, so the bottom one is, oh, I've already forgotten. The bottom one is screws. So since screws are on the bottom, that's what we're going to work with first. Why? Because they're on the bottom, and I don't want to have to figure out how to make the bottom one go underneath the top one after the fact. You know what I mean? That just seems a little too difficult. Too much effort, too much work. So it's going to need to come over there. Put it out here-ish. Now this time I am going to elevate it as high as it can go. The reason is because I want this area through here, I want to be able to drive down it in the vehicle that I get later. And maybe I might also, I don't know if there's enough space for driving and putting those nifty tunnels, but if there is, I'm gonna fucking do it. So we're gonna zip this across here, and I attached it. I mean, I like putting them in the middle like that so that I know how to do it, but I wasn't able to put it in like the middle of 4 corners. That's okay. I was still able to put it between 2, which means I can keep it on this same line. And that's the line that's going to be kind of considered our road. And then, yeah. So we put that all the way up. And now it's a bridge across the road, which is awesome. And this can actually go down because we're not really worried about it being in the way here. That might be too close to that, so I'm gonna step it back like 3 spots. Ah, fuck it. I'll put it up there. Why not? It doesn't really hurt anything. This time I'm gonna get up here to get a good vantage point. Oh, but I can't even see it. Oh no, I can. It's right here. But I can't snap it on as easy. Oof. Okay. So there we go. Boom. And now those are trucking. Alright, now for the limestone. Which is a little more difficult because I've got this here. But it shouldn't be all that hard. These ones I didn't snap it to a thing, so we're just gonna kind of do the best we can eyeballing it. Actually, no, we're gonna change this whole thing because I really don't like that it doesn't give me the room to work with that I want. When I made these originally, I didn't have a whole lot of limestone to work with. I was still at that beginning phase, you know? Well, not beginning, but you know what I mean. And now I have plenty, so I'm going to fill in these holes a little bit better so that I know where I want things. Okay, I got a pretty good shot all the way down, and I can see it's this line that I want. Right? Yes. So I connect it. Belt is too long. Stop it here. Bring it up. Oh no! I put this in the fucking way. So I can't keep it straight, otherwise it will just tell me that I'm encroaching the clearance. And I don't want to put it further over because I've only left myself like two foundations wide between the two ramps up, so I'm gonna have to take this down. Sometimes when you rebuild things, you have to rebuild every fucking thing, you know? It just keeps going. There we are. Just moved it over a smidge. Now back to it. I know some people would probably be like, oh, you should just use like the, what are they called? I don't know, the vehicle thing. Well, I can't even do that yet, to be honest with you. So I don't want to do that, obviously. But even if I had it, I still wouldn't do that. This is way too close by for me to justify using a whole car and that whole setup on just this. Like, come on, it needs to be a little further away, you know? In my opinion. You don't have to have the same opinion. That's okay. Alright, so we're going to put this here, which is going to make it a little funky, I think. But let's, well, we can take care of that funkiness. We can go right here and put it in no man's land in the middle of the fucking thing. Right there. Cool. Alright, we can see the end here. Bust out that conveyor lift. Come around here. It's gonna go in this one. So it's actually going to be at a slight angle, but that's okay. That is okay. We'll make sure that it's up here so that it's out of the way of the first row's second tier one. And then boom. And and that might be a little... that ended up being a little higher up than it needed to be. It's not a huge deal, but it's not great either. But it is out of the way of that first one, which I was a little... Oops, I was a little worried about. I guess I didn't really need to be worried about it. It doesn't really interact with it. So let's see. Let's see if we can do it better. Back to the Mark 1. And we can also have it go out that way. And do that. Invalid aim my ass. Connect to it. There you go. How is that one? Let's see what that looks like. That looks better. Yeah. It's twisted. It's not straight like the rest of them, but it looks a lot better to me. Maybe it doesn't look better to you, but it does look better to me. I like it better this way. Why the hell aren't my things... Oh, because they're... I guess it's full. Man, those rods are going really slow. But they're still producing, so whatever. Okay, on to the last one I have right now. I keep telling you guys, it's fine when I do it on purpose. It's when I do it on accident. It scares the shit out of me when I fall on accident, and then I'm like, ugh. I just don't like it. It's just got that feeling like, why? Why did I have to do this? Okay, I took this all the way back to the maker thingy, because... I don't know, it just didn't really seem to give me a lot of options to keep my road open. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna swing this out here. Right here. And then... No, we're not gonna do that. We're gonna put it there. I can't go up another one because it says it's too steep. But this way, I'm trying to set it up so that if I want to drive through this way and I want this to be a path, that it can be. Take the lookout tower away. Oh, that's not great. There we go. There we go. Now it's a bridge. Now it's a proper bridge. Now there's... It's not a huge amount of room, especially since this is probably going to need to ramp. Yeah, that's going to need to ramp. But... No, not down. I want it to ramp up. There we go. Let's see what it looks like. That's not too bad. That's not too bad. I think it can handle that. That's not terrible. Okay, so now I've saved that as a possible roadway. I don't know if I'll use it as that, but it's, you know, it's nice and open for whatever my purposes end up being. So now I need to get it across this road area. Oh, I did a bad. That was not good. But that's okay. We'll just kind of cattywonker it because it needs to go over here anyway. So we'll put it here. No, I don't like that angle. What is wrong with you? Don't do that angle. Oh, I keep forgetting that if I use the mouse wheel, it'll angle it for me. Like I don't have to move my whole person. I can just move the mouse wheel. You know, sometimes we're all a little special. Alright, so got that going over. It's a kind of a wonky bridge, but it'll do. Bring this over here. This way I can see that it's lined up. I don't really care that it's lined up with that. I don't know what it's trying to tell me it's lined up with, but up there at the top of the screen you can kind of see it is lined up with itself, and that is what I care about. Put that up there and go around and do the rest. Alright, it's nice and ready, just waiting there. Bring it up here. Perfect. And boom. Well, it'll look a lot better in the daytime when we get to it. Oh, that's cool. I don't remember seeing that planet there before. I want to go to that planet too. The makers of Satisfactory really need to make sure that we can do this travel to this other planet over there. Look, it looks neat. It looks like there's something neat there. It's probably a dead planet, but you know, they might have something. While I've been doing things, I think my biomass burners are kind of getting low. So I'm gonna do some maintenance while we wait for the day. Maybe also fill in a few gaps. Alright, after some much needed maintenance, filling in some more foundation along the way. I even went out there, you might be able to see a little bit. I can't jump high enough. Doesn't let me jump very high. Wish I could get up on there. Huh. Anyway, yes, I did some stuff over there. Now we can see in all of its gloriousness how this is working out. I'm still not sure about this jumbled mess over here, but it's not quite as messy as it was, so it might just have to be the way things are, you know? There's going to be a little bit of mess in using conveyor belts at all. If it could just magic itself from one place to another, then I would do that. But it can't. I think I'm okay with this. I like this. And Steve Hale, I hope that this helped you understand better how to use the lifty things and the stackable conveyor pole things. I think they come in handy. It's more about having things organizable. It's easier to organize them using the stackable poles. Now if I had a wall of shit, like literally a wall of shit that I, you know, would have to go to multiple layers to access, then I could put these, you know, 4, 6, 8 high and really get into some super micromanaging of space and efficiency. I don't do that. Like as soon as I fill up all 12 of these, I'm probably going to be like, okay, well, I guess I need to put a new wall somewhere. I'm not going to build on top of this, because that will just be like, by that point we haven't even gotten half of them. By that point it will be so messy, so involved, that I just I don't know. I'll probably put it like on the other side or maybe over here, someplace other than here, so that this is going to be the main basic stuff and maybe second tier stuff. And then we'll put other shit over here, over there, everywhere, somewhere that's not here. I don't know. It won't be here. It's just too much for me. I'm not that good. I'm not that good at managing space to put more than 12 things. I don't remember. Crates, storage containers, whatever they are. Giant chests. So yeah. There were a few more things I wanted to do. Mainly research. So I started on the research for slugs. And I want to get the rebar gun and the color gun started, and maybe doing some Catarium stuff. So I'm gonna crank that out real quick. See what we can do. Maybe color some stuff. That would be cool. Alright, you've got to be finished, right? Yeah, we're finished with the slug scanning. So now I can overclock and make the stuff out of the slugs. Flower petals. Gonna do that one first. While I'm waiting on that, I'm gonna figure out how in the hell to make rotors. I can't make rotors. Help! I need rotors. Select this milestone. Okay, I got 5 minutes, well, 4 minutes and some odd seconds before that research thing is done. Where is that other copper pile? There was... Wait, no, this one had 2. I might as well do it out of this one. It had 2, right? It did. It did have 2. It had 2. Well, I know what we're doing. We're even going to use the lifts here because there's not really a lot of room. I want to keep this open for driving. I don't know if I'm going to do all this driving, guys. I have no fucking clue, but I want to keep it open just in case. I'm that kind of person. Alright, we're going to put it right there. Stop it. Now we're going to try to fill in this area a little better. Because we gotta know what we're snapping to, you know? That's the big deal here. Okay, so we've got a little, it's not completely finished, but a little rampy thing here where we're going to put some stuff. And, oh no, not that one. So we're going to use the stackable conveyor poles again, only for reference. Well, I guess they are kind of expensive. They're not really necessary. The regular conveyor poles are cheaper. Yeah, I guess we'll just go ahead and do it the regular way. Don't have to be fancy all the time. Okay, so this area over here is potential road, which means over here, get out of my way. Get out of my way. Over here, I can put whatever I want. I can make anything. So I didn't need all of that. I didn't need that huge. I can just put it right there. There we are. There we are. We didn't even need the stand at all. It can just go straight into there. And then the constructor. I don't have cables. Craft bench. I love that you can just make a craft bench wherever you're at. I know I've said that in other videos, but that doesn't make it any less true. I love that aspect. Super handy. And then you just take it and it's gone. It did what you needed it to do. Alright. God damn it, I needed reinforced iron plates too. Craftbench! We're going to make this cables. I have to tell this I want copper. None of it's powered yet, by the way. And that is okay. I don't need it to be powered. Not just yet. So I'm going to bring this over here. All the way up. How am I going to do this? So I'm not going to do it all the way up. I'm going to put it down here. The reason is I need to get under this so that I can get over the road. So we come here, we go under. And there we are. It doesn't ruin the potential road here. And now where are we going to take this? I'm going to take this over here. That's going to be in its way. I'll take it right here. But I'm missing concrete. It's probably been 5 minutes anyway. Let's go check on the research. Cool. It is done. Color gun is complete.
Knew it.
So there's the cartridgey thing, which takes lots of flowers, but I have lots of flowers, so that's not a big deal. Flowers. 3 seconds. Boom. Color cartridge is done. So I've got the color gun in the bag. So really all I need is the rebar gun, and I need the rotors for that, and that means I need to get this cable production up and running, which means I can't really do much of that. Alright, so we're back over here. Bringing this over here. Ugh. Oh, I do not like that. I do not like that. Okay, so far I've got it really hugging the wires line. And you can't really see, I mean, you can see the conveyor belt, but the wires aren't on it because I don't have the thing powered. I'm sorry, cables. The cables aren't on it because I don't have it powered yet. But that's okay, because I will very soon. I want to get the conveyor belts out of the way so that I know where I can put the actual, like, I want to call them wires or cables, but you know what I mean, the electrical part. Alright, and now I've got that part hooked up here, and you can see it is not interacting. Oof. It is not interacting at all with the wires. It's a little close, but totally within tolerance, and that should work really well. Now let's get it powered up, huh? No, I did not think that went through. There we go. It has started. Goodbye, drill. Goodbye. We will never see that drill again. It is gone forever into the depths of whatever this planet is called. Here comes the ore. Well, I'm waiting on the ore because it's super slow. Let's finish making this so it's a little safer. I'm an idiot. I completely forgot. I need 2 of those. I can't just pull it out of one constructor. I have to turn it into wire first and then turn it into cable. It's okay, it's fixable. It's not a big deal. See? Look at that. See? Plenty of space, plenty of resources, everything's fine. So that's going to be the cable. And that... No. How do I... There we go. Select recipe. That will be the wire. So now it will be wire going into there. Coming through here. No power. Because, of course, there's not. There you go. And now it's got the wire and is making cable. And let's just follow this first cable. Don't worry, I won't make you watch the whole thing of me following this silly little cable all the way to its destination. I wonder if there's enough clearance for me? There's not. Ugh. Ugh. No! I can't follow it! Aha! I caught back up to you! You can't stop me. And this is really where I'm gonna have to say goodbye to it, because I can't go up that. I mean, that would be really fun if I could, I'm sure, but I can't do that. So, peace. But now I can watch it from here, and everything looks really good. Cool. So now, oof. I really need to wait for it to make enough cable so that I can do the rotors. But I also really need to get this worked out. It's, yeah. So this, what the hell is happening here? Why aren't you working? What do you mean you don't have power? Oh shit, that's not connected to anything. Okay, so with the time I have waiting for those 200 cables, I really should work on doing reinforced plates. So that's what we're gonna do. We're going to do reinforced plates. Where is my lookout tower? Oh, but we can't. We can't do it. I don't have the manufacturing thing. I can get this set up, but it's not really going to do much good. This is such a silly little bird lizard. I want to interact with it. I want to do something with it. But I can't. It just is, and I am, and it's like we're in two different universes. Sometimes, if you catch it, it opens its mouth to the sky, and these little like wispy things floating past sort of like go into its mouth, and it eats. It's very strange. So I came over here because you see these rocks, and sometimes they get in really annoying places. Well, if you have literally any plants around it, even flowers, you can do this. But not all of them disappear. Apparently some of them are permanent fixtures. Didn't do it this time. It'll do it over here. And there it goes. I cut some flowers and it ended up cutting the whole rock. So some work and some don't. Keep that in mind. And don't forget, after doing some cutting, to stop off and drop your stuff off at the biomass production center. What am I doing? This is what I'm doing. Pew, pew. Ready, set, go. I just need 25 rotors. And then I can start on the rebar gun research, which I don't know if you remember from last video, is pretty important when it comes to fighting the fire-breathing things. It is very important to have something that you can shoot at them from a distance. Because they're shooting at you from a distance, so why not? Alright, what was it under? Is it alien organisms? Yes. Damn it! We have the assembler. Alright, time to finish what we started over here. Don't forget to set your machines. That is a very important element here. So we've got the iron plates here, rods here, screws here, making the reinforced plates here. Now for the fun part. I'm putting the belt here. Nope. I'm going to put the belt here because I'm not sure there's a fourth mining thing of iron over there. I'm not really sure if I'm going to use it or not, so just in case, I'm going to leave a little space in there just on the off chance that I end up using it. So this is where things start to get a little hairy because I don't want to go under any of these things, and I can't go over. Technically, I can't go over. I'll show you what I mean. All right, so now we have that here, right? And it's at the same level as everything else. But I'm pretty sure this will work. I've never actually done this before, but I'm pretty sure that this will work like that. But in order for that to do anything, I'd either have to do the stackable poles, which I could do. Hey, it's coming in for a landing. Ooh, at this render distance, it is not nearly as pretty. That's okay. So I'd either have to do the stackable poles, or what I'm going to do is actually I need to prepare the place up here. Stackable poles. Okay. Okay, so we know that it is going to go from here to here. And from here to here. So that much is certain. We can put just the conveyor pole down here. And then we can assume that there's going to be a second one. Put that right next to it. That way they're already lined up to be on there. Now I can... No, let's do the inside one first. Do the inside one. Ciao. No, I don't like that. Okay, we'll put it here. And then we'll just, for right now, we'll just kind of assume that this one will be next to it, even though it probably won't. That's okay. So we'll do the lift again here. And I can't see anything from here, so I'm going to get on top of my lookout tower. Okay. I can see over there. It's lifted up. Put it like that. Come on, I know you can reach. Encroaching what clearance? You have got to be shitting me if you think it is encroaching anything. There is nothing fucking there. Why won't it link? I have a feeling that I did something wrong. Okay, let's try it out here, because these aren't facing any which way. Technically they're going the opposite direction, which I'm not sure why. So let's see if we can fix that by taking it from here and no, there we go. There we go. I bet that was what my problem was. See, sometimes if the conveyor belts are going in the wrong direction, it doesn't fix itself. Alright, now this needs to be there. No, that's not what I said. Oh. You turned around on me, you tricksy bastard. Okay, there we go. Now for the harder one. There we go. Now it says that it goes in that way. And it connects. So that was a lot higher up than it really needed to be. It doesn't need to be that high up in the sky. Maybe I should fix that. There we go. Now it's not so ridiculous. Alright, so we've got the plates and the screws going in. And someday it should crank out a reinforced plate, one would think. I mean, it looks like it's making it. It's doing something there. There it is. There it is. There's my reinforced plate. It goes really slow. But hey, that's what the power slugs are for, right? Is for super slow moving stuff to go a little faster. So while I'm at it, I'm going to go do that. Okay, so the overclocking thing kind of messed my whole system up a bit. I moved the biomass burners from over here in their tiny little space that I had here. I can't move those. But I moved the ones I could move over here. And they're all in a line now. And there's enough room. If I need to, I can tear down those and put another line in. Hopefully not, but we'll see. We ended up at like, I think it was like 177 at its max. I really overclocked the shit out of that assembler. So I needed a bit of extra capacity. So that was fun. That was fun. We're gonna need to do a lot of exploring to keep those things fed, aren't we? That's okay. But this is where we're going to end the video. I know we didn't get the rebar gun done. That's gonna be for next video. But we got this set up pretty well taken care of, and it looks like we've got plenty of space, room to work with the other 4 So whenever we figure out where those are going to be made, which I'm probably going to make a lot of it out that way and either have it bust in by the car thing, which I don't really understand how to do, but we'll learn it together. Or, I don't know, I guess I could do conveyor belts the whole way, but that seems like a really long way to do conveyor belts. I mean, that one is too short to say that it's a long way, but it does kind of start pushing the boundaries of, well, how far is too far? That one, I can't really, like, I can see where the thing was coming from, but I'm not quite sure exactly where I'm looking to find out where it's going to be coming from. So I'll probably need to build a road, honestly, to build out the road all the way to there. And that's going to take some time. I probably won't show much of that in the video, but I don't know, we'll see. Weird things end up in the videos that I can't really foresee. So, yeah, I think we did pretty well. Steve Hale, I hope that this has been informative. I hope it helped you understand how to use these in your own game. I have never done this, actually. I never did this setup before. I have worked with the little stacky things, these things, what the hell are they called? The conveyor lift. I have worked with the conveyor lifts because those are sort of a necessity at a certain point, but I've never worked with these stackable things until last episode, and together I think these really make a tidy system, in my opinion. It makes it a lot easier to make sure that, okay, this is where that's coming from. I can see everything. It's not so jumbled and crisscrossed. The graphics aren't phasing in and out of places they shouldn't be. I really like this setup, and I hope you guys do too. Like if you liked the video, subscribe if you haven't already, check me out on Patreon, check out my website, izanamikun.com, and I'll see you guys again in the next video.